Hey guys, Nate here from Protoculture and Shadow Chronicles. This video I want to dive into one of the sort of often overlooked features in Cubase, and that's the Project Logical Editor. It's kind of a macro on steroids slash visual programming feature. We're going to take a look at that and some examples and how that can sort of just speed up your workflow process as well. Let's dive in. I'll show you guys around. Right, so we're going to take a look at the logical editors now. There are actually indeed two different logical editors in Cubase. One is specifically for MIDI, and the other one is the Project Logic Editor, which can you can program your own sort of functions, kind of the same way that macros work. However, they're a little bit more detailed. You can do more detailed selections and things like that with the logical editors. So first thing, the MIDI one, if you have this drop-down menu enabled on right-click, you'll see when you click on a MIDI part, the logical editor is available directly from this drop-down menu or from the MIDI section over here. The logical editor is over there. So the MIDI one, we can open that up, and there's a number of different presets and stuff that you can look at, and there's some really handy little features that can, in one click, basically apply a number of different processes to the MIDI that you're working on. For example, something like transpose. If you have a selection and you load up the transpose preset, if you apply, well, let's actually just go and then you can see this. There we go, and we can apply that, and it'll transpose. So that's a very simple, example of how you can use this to modify your MIDI. I'd suggest go through these. There's a couple of really handy little ones that you can use, such as like setting all the notes to the same length, or selecting only the highest pitch, transposing only the highest pitches an octave down. You can play around with all this kind of stuff, and it will save you a bunch of time. We're actually going to look at the Project Logical Editor as well, and set up our own little process from scratch that we can do something interesting with. So the Project Logical Editor, from the project menu, you come down here and there's our Project Logical Editor. So this one is more applicable to sort of actual tracks themselves and search functions and naming schemes and so on and so on. Again, you have a number of presets available to you, and we're just going to start and make our own quickly. So how this works is you have a selection here. This applies to what media type or what track is being applied to, and then your function, the action target, down at the bottom here. So we're going to quickly run through something. Let's say, for instance, you have bounced down all your stuff to audio and you're ready to mix the track. You want to start getting away from the MIDI stuff and get everything into audio files. Let's say you've done that already, and we're going to set up a little thing to kind of remove all the MIDI or hide all the MIDI, so we've still got it available, but it's going to be disabled and hidden away. So we'll start off here. We're going to set this to container type is equal to a track. So what this is going to do is going to say every single track is getting selected. Then we're going to add another filter target. Media type is equal to MIDI. So this will say select every track, and then filter it down even further, saying if the track contains MIDI, the function will be applied to that. So the track operation, we're going to add a track operation, or the action target, we're going to add a track operation function. The operation that we're going to select is going to be to insert bypass. So what this will do is it'll just save up any of our resources and basically turn anything off that is on those MIDI channels. And we're going to say toggle, or disable actually. Let's just disable everything. Parameter 2 we don't need to worry about. And then we're going to add an additional track action target here, and it's going to be a track operation again. And we're going to go to hide track. So that should do it for this function. It's fairly simple, but you'll see now it'll save us a lot of time. Instead of now having to go and manually hide every single one of these MIDI tracks and turn off all the inserts and stuff to save up on our resources, we can apply this and it'll do it all for us in one click. Let's take a look. And there you have it. Now you've just got your audio files, everything else is hidden, and it hasn't deleted our tracks. We can actually set up a delete operation as well, but if we go to our visibility settings, you'll see it's actually just hidden all the MIDI files for us. And we could actually even add in another track operation there as well to rename these MIDI files as well, so that they're easier to see inside of this. So let's actually just undo that quickly. We'll just quickly select show all tracks. So we're back to the start again, and let's add an additional one there to say name, replace, and we'll do this all in caps, so it's easier to just see them as well, and you'll see that it applied to all of these as well. Let's reapply that again, and there you have it. These ones have all been muted and disabled. So that's a really nice little feature. Spend a bit of time with this one. You can really kind of streamline rather complex tasks by a little bit of intelligent programming inside the logical editor. Cool. I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.
Thanks everybody for watching, commenting, and indeed liking. We really do appreciate all the support we get here on our Sonic Academy YouTube channel. So if you found this video super useful, please, we'd love you to hit the subscribe button. We update the YouTube channel every week with new content. And if you want to watch some more relevant content, just click on the videos beside me.